And we are live. Hey, Ronnie, you're not late this time, and neither are we. All right, nobody's late. Perfect. Hello, guys. Welcome to Jason and Toby's True Crime Afternoon. Today on the show, oh boy, I didn't change the intro. I have the old one here. So today on the show, a woman is stabbed in California after suspect was released from jail because of COVID pandemic restrictions. A defense attorney is accused of helping her client kill his ex and her parents. A New York teen dies by suicide after cyberbully used pics to blackmail him for $3,500. And a Florida man's arrest amid an alleged attempt to kill girlfriend is caught on police body cameras, as well as much, much more. If you're not familiar with our show here, we are the sister show to the main Jason Hebert channel, where I interview the loved ones of missing persons and unsolved crimes in an effort to help spread awareness and bring justice. This morning show is a bit of an extension to that nighttime program and works a bit differently. Ooh, these lights are hot. Sorry, guys. Instead of interviewing the subjects, we instead take a look at stories from a third-party perspective and give our own opinions of them, as well as communicating with you, the subscribers, through the chat in an effort to get to know you guys better. We also raise money during the show to support the efforts required to find the families we interview, research their cases, promote the stories, and everything else that comes along with the time-intensive processes that have come to make up the near 125 interviews we have on our main channel. So we do appreciate anyone who can donate to support. So if you wish to do so, the link is in the description of the video, either above or below it, depending on where you're watching from. It will also be being posted throughout the show in the chat. Anyone who does donate gets a couple cool perks. First off, we will put your name in on the screen throughout the duration of the show, like so. And anyone who donates gets Toby here a treat. And I'll show you guys in just a moment. Link to donate. Whew, from running around, I just had an interview, which I think went well, but from running around after that, worrying about that, and these hot lights on me, I'm sweating like crazy. Can you see the shine? Oh my God. I haven't sweated like this in years. Just running around getting ready. All right, so this is how we put you guys on screen to shout you out when you donate to support, just like that. Right where it says NA is where you guys will go. Whoa, why am I sweating this bad? These lights are killing me. Okay. After I was already hot and sweaty. Sorry, guys. And again, thanks to Watcher, one of our longtime supporters, who bought us 4 giant bags of these for the Topster. It will give Toby a treat. Every donation gets him one treat. However, for the first 10 minutes, it's $120 right now. We'll do it till $130. We do double treats for Toby. We call it the lightning round. Do. Anyone who donates in the first 10 minutes gets Toby double treats. Just a fun little perk that we add to give you guys a little incentive to support. Good morning, Carla, Marissa, Chris, Facebook user who might be T, I don't know, and Ronnie. We have about 15 people here hanging out, so I don't quite know who's here, unless you talk in the chat first. But let me load the main account here, so when you guys do donate, I'll know right away, and I can give you guys your credit. And we will get right into the news in just a moment. All righty. I am telling you, I'm still sweating. What the heck is going on here? So like I said, hey, Tabitha. I just had an interview, guys, and went very well. The only bad thing is, I think I'm going to get it. The only bad thing is it's going to take, she said, best case scenario, I'll get in the training class for the 26th, which is 13 days away, but it's probably more likely I'll get in the one for the 3rd, assuming everything goes well. They're doing background checks and all that. So even though it looks like I'm probably going to get it, by the time we take 3 weeks to get in there and then 2-3 weeks to get the first check, talking 5-6 weeks. So that's the only bad thing, but at least something is finally on the horizon and looks like might be good news coming. So I am grateful for that. So no complaints here. No complaints. Good interview. I'm happy. Tabitha says, I'm driving on my way to an MRI. Ooh, I hope that goes well, Tabitha. Good luck with that. Are you expecting, is anything going on? Are you expecting good news, or is there something that you're expecting to be found, or what's going on there with that situation? We will say a prayer for you here at Jason and Toby Studios. Tabitha, longtime viewer and supporter. She has all of our support. I will tell you privately, Chris, if you message me, I've had a couple things happen before that I get super scared to let details out, because certain people, when they decide they don't like you anymore, they're mad at you or something, you wouldn't believe some of the things that have kind of happened. Tabitha says, PayPal finally fixed my S word. Thank you so much, Tabitha. I don't mind knowing, Chris, that's for sure. But I thought about that. Like, to give you guys an example, one time I used to do the show, the nighttime interviews, every single night for like 3 months. I think I missed maybe 2 nights in 3 months. It was every night. So one time I took like 4 days off, maybe 4 or 5. And by day 3, people had gotten so worried because they were used to seeing me every night, and I was taking a break from social media in general. I was just worn out, doing it every single night. It's mentally draining, emotionally draining. So I took a break, and do you know, people did a wellness call. I don't know how they got my address, but people did a wellness call on me. So once that happened, it got me a little scared to kind of let details of my personal life public, unless I know exactly who it is. So that's the reason, in case you're saying, oh, geez, why doesn't he want to tell us that? You get people that do some crazy things. So if someone decides they're mad at me, I don't want them, if they know the type of work I do, calling around, causing trouble. Who knows? You never know. So, yeah. So the person who did the wellness check, they didn't mean any harm. Yeah, they found my address. And don't get me wrong, doing this stuff, I have looked to interview people. I have found people's numbers and addresses, so I know how to do it. To try to get interviews and stuff. It's not hard. So I've looked for myself, and I found myself. It's not that hard. I'm not the kind of person that tries to hide my steps either. So maybe I could do a better job doing that. But I just figure if someone's willing to do that, they might be willing to, and you hear stories about YouTubers who get in arguments with each other, and one's calling the other one's work. And so I don't know. I'm just trying to be smart about it and do what I can to avoid stuff like that. But give me just a moment, guys. I got to run to the bathroom, and we will get started on our news stories in just a moment. All right. So Little Pookie says not necessarily, I think is what you mean. What were you saying that to, Pooks? I'm not sure what you were responding to when you saying not necessarily, because I kind of saw it after I went on my little rant. So I don't know what part of it you were responding to. Sorry about that. Okay, first story. And thank you so much to Tabitha. We hope everything goes well, Tabitha, with your MRI. Please let us know. Keep us updated. So a woman is stabbed in California by a suspect that was released from jail because of COVID pandemic restrictions. So, had she been in jail still, of course, woman wouldn't have been stabbed. So that's a tricky one, because you can't go back and say you shouldn't have done this because this happened, because there's no way to know. No, not necessary to tell us your job. Okay, I thought you were saying not necessarily for some reason. Not necessary to tell us your job. All right, cool. I get you. Someone had asked, so I was just trying to be understanding. Okay, so let's get started here. We have $10 from Tabitha and $5 from Chris. Thank you so much to you guys. We'll call that the lightning round and give Toby his double treats for it. and Chris for 5. Thank you so much, guys. And we'll put you up on screen like that. But first, let's do Toby treats, double treats, and then we'll get going with the news. Right, Toby? Oh, say thank you to Tabitha and Chris. Thanks, guys. Whew, these things are strong. I think she meant not. No, she meant like not necessary. I thought she meant not necessarily, but she meant it's not necessary. So, okay, that's Kristen there. Thank you, Kristen. Tobster. Toby says thank you so much to our first supporters of the stream, Tabitha and Chris. Some of our wonderful, lovely guests that join us daily. Okay, so there's no evidence to indicate Kei Chi Meng was targeted strictly for her ethnicity. Okay, so the woman was Asian. I guess it's just mentioning that. A transient woman accused in a fatal knifing of an Asian woman in California on Saturday was jailed days earlier on assault charges, but had been freed without bail because of COVID-19 restrictions, authorities say. Darlene Stephanie Montoya, 23 years old, allegedly stabbed 64-year-old Kei Chi Meng to death as she walked her 2 dogs in Riverside, California. Meng was found with several stab wounds in her abdomen area in the city's La Sierra neighborhood around 7:30 a.m. She was then rushed to the hospital, where she unfortunately later died. Put everyone up on screen here. Thank you so much, guys. Just a moment. Oh, we have a new person here coming in with $5. I don't know who this is in chat, though. So somebody just donated $5 after Kristen. It's a name I'm not familiar with. If you want to, I don't know if you want me to use your real first name or if you would rather just say me if you're in the chat here, and I can use your chat name, but I'm not familiar with this name. It's a very different name, beginning with a G. So I'll give you a couple minutes to decide. If you can say me if you want me to use your chat name. Otherwise, I'll just use the name that you donated under. I try not to out people's names if they don't want them out there. Meng lived in the neighborhood, according to police. After she didn't return home, her family canvassed the area and ultimately stumbled upon the crime scene when they saw the police in the area. The family started going out looking for her because she hadn't returned back, Officer Ryan J. Railsback told Oxygen.com on Monday. Montoya, who allegedly fled the area, was arrested nearby after neighbors reported her for acting suspiciously and loitering. Okay, no response. So I don't know how to say the name. Gudbjorg, Gudborg, maybe Gudborg. Either way, thank you for your donation. It's greatly appreciated. So Gurdbj, I think. Let me make sure I get it right. Bjorg. Thank you so much, Gudborg. We do appreciate you. And we'll get still the lightning round, so we'll give Toby his treat. Thank you so much, Chris. And one more. So we got now Tabitha for 10 and Chris and Gudborg for $5. Thank you so much, guys. That's a new name there. Always nice to see new names on the list. Perfect. All right, so Montoya allegedly fled the area and was arrested nearby after neighbors reported her for acting suspiciously and loitering. Police don't suspect the deadly stabbing was a hate crime and that Montoya randomly confronted Meng while she was on her walk. Our detectives, after interviewing the suspect and going through all the evidence and everything, they have found nothing to suggest that the victim was targeted strictly for her ethnicity, Railsback said. Oh, it's talking about that because of the rise. Okay, it says the rise in hate crimes targeting Asians. I get it. All right, but either way, I'm sorry that happens to the victim. That's the important thing. Meng was planning to visit a recently welcomed grandchild, her son said in a GoFundMe page. Ugh. She was so excited to be a grandmother, so excited to watch me become a dad, so excited to retire, and most importantly, finally live out her American dream as well, Yi James Bai wrote. She was supposed to visit me in May, now that she has finally got her COVID vaccine, but now she will never be able to do so. That's a shame. Hey, Jilly. Welcome. Yeah, that's Gudborg. Okay. Is Gudborg in the chat? I've never... Who is that in the chat? Maybe it's not someone in the chat. Maybe it's just a random donation from somewhere, but I'm not familiar with that name. Oh, is that Carla? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is going on. Okay, next story, guys, is a defense attorney accused of helping her client kill his ex and her parents. So the defense attorney helped this guy kill his ex and her parents. Talk about a crazy story. Prosecutors believe defense attorney Keegan Kelly Harroz helped her client, alleged domestic abuser Barry Titus II, kill his accuser and former girlfriend Tiffany Eichor. Eichor. An Oklahoma criminal defense attorney who fell in love with her client is now accused of helping him kill his ex-girlfriend and his ex's parents. Authorities have accused attorney Keegan Kelly Harroz and Barry Titus II of fatally shooting Titus's ex-girlfriend Tiffany Eichor, 43, and her parents Jack Chandler, 65, and Kay Chandler, 69, on September 7th, 2019, in Eichor's Beggs, Oklahoma home. According to a statement from Okmulgee County District Attorney Carol Eiske that was obtained by Oxygen. All three victims had been shot multiple times with at least 2 different caliber weapons, authorities said. The brutal murders were carried out while felony charges of domestic assault were pending against Titus, who had been accused of violently assaulting Eichor on at least 2 occasions in the past. Harroz had been representing Titus in the domestic violence case. So she knows much better than that to do something stupid like that. Hi, Carla. Hang on. Apparently people are getting severe symptoms. Dangerous blood clots and severe symptoms, Marissa. Let me tell you, that's why I told you I'm waiting to get it. I always worry that they rushed it out too quick. Something like that. No, Carla, is it going to come under Carla? Like I said, I got one from Gudborg, but I don't know if that's just like a alias or another name you use or something. Is that the one you're referring to? I did get that one. You'll see it on screen right there. You see it? It's Tabitha, Chris, and Gudborg. Is that you, or does it come under Carla? Otherwise, I didn't get it just yet. Okay. Oh, it should be under Carla. Okay, yeah, I haven't gotten it yet then. As soon as I do, I'll announce it. I do keep checking. And we'll count it for a double treats for Toby. Don't worry. I know you did it in time. It's just sometimes it take a while to go through. If it doesn't come soon, we'll just announce it before it comes through. That's not a big deal. But I understand this is a high-profile case and of great interest to many, Iski said. However, it is a case that needs to be tried in the court of law and subject to the rules of evidence, not a court of public opinion. Investigators were alerted to the gruesome crime scene after a family went to Eichor's home and stumbled upon the bodies. That same family member told authorities that Eichor had been having problems with her former boyfriend. I'll say, huh? Hey, Liberate. Hope you're having a good day as well. Thanks for stopping through. We are just reading some sad stories, as usual. Very sad stuff. Titus was accused of beating and strangling Ikor in 2017, just a few months after the couple began dating, according to the Oklahoman. She had an active protective order in place against him at the time of her death. Haraz was representing Titus in the assault case and the protection order, authorities said. The exact nature of the romance between Haraz and Titus remains unclear. While multiple media outlets have reported that Titus was Haraz's boyfriend, the district attorney said that authorities learned during their investigation that Haraz was Titus's wife. Okay. Well, whichever it is, extremely sad. Carla, did you use the link that we put here? Just to make sure that I only ask because some people forget to put the 1 at the end of Jason Hebert, because there is another person that has a very similar address to mine. It just doesn't have the 1. So hopefully you, I don't know if you used the link or if you typed it in yourself, but hopefully you sent it to the right one there. It's the only thing I could think of. Otherwise, Annie's yesterday took like 10, 15 minutes to come through, so that could be it too. The pair had pulled up near the house in a car that appeared to match the description of Haraz's vehicle, a 2010 silver or light-colored Lexus sedan. Investigators believe the pair pulled the electric meter, cutting the power to both the surveillance footage and the home before they kicked down the door and went inside. Use the link. Okay. Hang on, guys. I don't know that number. I'm not going to get that one. I'm one of those people that doesn't answer calls if I don't know the number. Okay. Just taking a bit to come through. Please leave a message after the tone. The voicemail. No message. Yeah, we got the old style phone here, believe it or not. We didn't have it for like 10 years, but when they sold us the internet, they convinced us that it's hardly any extra money for the phone. So we got our home phone back, and now we got the old style voicemail that goes through the house and all that stuff. So people always say, you have a home phone? So Haraz's brother, Jacoby Kelly, also turned over an AR-15 rifle that he thought may have been used in the triple homicide. Titus and a female, later identified as Haraz, allegedly first purchased the weapon from a previous owner who had a shooting range on his property. He told officials the couple had fired his AR-15 along with a second AR-15 they got from their vehicle at the shooting range the day of the purchase, according to the statement. Authorities believe Haraz was an active part of carrying out the triple homicide and that it wasn't her first attempt to target the family. Well, let me tell you, this woman, if she is responsible for that, needs the book thrown at her. If you're stupid enough to do something like this after you go through school to be a defense attorney, and you're going to jump into something like that just because you fell for a guy or a girl or whatever, shame on you. You are more than smart enough to know how stupid that is, to throw away your life and all that hard work you put into going through lawyer school, legal school to be a lawyer. You know how much work that is? Oh my goodness. I watch Better Call Saul, so I know. Let me tell you, TV tells you everything. I'm kidding, of course, but obviously it is a lot of schooling. So to just throw that away, like, ooh, I like this guy. Let me help him murder somebody. Good luck. Don't let the bars pinch your ass on the way into the jail as they close behind you. That's my variation of don't let the door hit your ass on the way out. All right. Yeah, nothing yet, Carla. I don't know what happened. I'll have to just give it time. If you want, I can put you, if you tell me the amount, I can put you on the screen there to make sure we give you credit. I just don't know what amount to put because it didn't come through yet. But we can still credit you, even if it takes longer to come in. If you want to tell me the amount. Do you have an email address I can e-transfer to? Well, I don't know how an e-transfer works. Paging watcher. I know. A lot of people listen while they're doing other things. So my email Facebook user is jasonhebert100@gmail.com. E-transfer. I don't know what that means, but that's the link to where you would do it. That link I just put there. They don't have the one behind your name, my name. I wouldn't have gotten them if they don't. On the link has to have the one, but you won't see the one on the, let me see. Mm-hmm. When have you sent them? I'm not even seeing. Carla, I don't even see any. Was it a while ago? I'm trying to see when the last time was. So I'm not sure exactly what you mean. When you're on the website, you'll just see Jason Hebert. But the link, it'll say paypal.me/JasonHebert1. That's where the one has to be. When's the last time you sent one? I'm going through. I'm trying to go through them, and I don't see any from you. I'm down to March 26th. Okay, here's one. I know you had sent them before. The last one was the 24th. So I did get one from you on the 24th, but if you sent any since then and didn't put the one in the link, I haven't gotten them. So you have sent it before, and I knew you had. I definitely, when I was looking at your name, I was like, no, she has sent some before. There was 2 on the 24th. Yeah. So you have sent them before. So whatever you did on the 24th, it has went through before. So I don't know. So a split second of madness. A New York teen dies by suicide after a cyberbully used pictures to blackmail him for $3,500, family says. You know, this is starting to happen way too much. More so with women, with young girls, though, is people are tricking them into, it's not always guys either. So that's why I'm saying people are tricking them into doing stupid things on camera, everything from just stupid poses to sometimes like flashing or all kinds of crazy stuff. And they're getting them in compromising positions, something they'll be embarrassed of. And then they are pretty much blackmailing them. Okay, Carla. Yeah, this is the link, Carla. Maybe if you use the direct link I post, it'll come through easier. Right there. That's the best way. So they're having young girls do things like that, things that they'll be embarrassed of, and then blackmailing them with it and saying, if you don't do this, everything from send me money or, I don't know, go out with me or whatever, do something else embarrassing. I'm going to show everyone that picture, and they'll haunt them with it. And unfortunately, that kind of stuff happens. And not only that, but some of these people are committing suicide because they're so ashamed and embarrassed over this stuff. It's horrible. It's happening more and more. I know it because I see it in the news, and it's awful. Guys, we're down from 20 down to 9 people. What happened? Is the show getting boring? Why so few people? Sorry if I'm boring you. Typically, we don't have too many people leave, but we do. I got that one, Carla. All right. $10 coming in from Carla. I didn't know we were talking about youngins. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm sure it happens also to, others, older people too, but kids are like a target audience for that because kids, getting embarrassed when you're a kid is like the worst thing ever, If that person you like finds out, your life is over, or that person you want to date, if they find out, you just want to die. So they are like prime targets for that kind of stuff. Well, let's get Toby double treats from Carla's donations. Thank you so much, Carla. But yeah, these poor kids are having their lives ruined all the way up to losing their lives over this kind of stuff. Yay! Treat for the toe, man. We got that one, Carla. Thank you so much. Carla says, hopefully you get this one, LOL. And double treats for Toby, but he didn't say thank you. Thank you, Carla. You're the best. Carla, Tabitha, Chris, Gudborg, thank you. Who is Gudborg? Whoever that is hasn't commented in the chat today. Well, we thank everyone. Hey, Denise. What's up, Denise? We got any interviews? Let me know. We got one tonight, but let me know any other days. I'm open. After I do mine tonight, I got a couple more I'm waiting on, but. So a teen dies by suicide after a cyberbully used pictures to blackmail him for $3,500. So usually happens a lot of times with young girls, but this looks like a young boy. So I will not go to my grave without honoring Riley every day of my life because he did not want to die, 15-year-old Riley Basford's mother, Mary Rohde, said. That is extremely sad. Of course, what she means is this wasn't just a depressed kid who wanted to take his life because he hated life. This is a kid who was just terrified of what was going on and didn't know any other way out. So he did this, a stupid thing to do for sure. But you know what? If you deserve to die for doing something stupid as a teen, we would all be dead. None of us would make it past our teens. So we cannot make victims feel, responsible for stuff like that because we all do extremely stupid things as teenagers. We all have. So an upstate New York teen died by suicide last week after he was allegedly blackmailed with, quote, personal images on social media, according to his family. Riley Basford, 15, took his own life on March 30th in Potsdam, New York, after being bombarded with online threats, the Watertown Daily Times reported. Shortly before the teen's death, an unidentified social media user threatened to leak sensitive snapshots of him if he didn't pay $3,500. The suspected scammer, who allegedly posed as Basford's girlfriend online, later warned the teenager's personal pictures would be published on social media and shared with family and friends if he didn't complete the transaction. What 15-year-old has $3,500? And you don't deserve it anyways. I start crying when I think of the 4 minutes of sheer panic and pain my baby felt to make that decision, and that someone out in the world doesn't even care that they did that to him. Whoever did this needs to be worried. They are going to find you, and you are going to be held responsible for that. It happens. You might think, hey, I didn't want for him to do that, but they hold people responsible for that, so you better be worried. So sick, and I want everyone to know, Mary Rohde said. I would have died a million times, says Brittany. We all would have. Denise McGarity, possibly. Okay, well, let me know, Denise. I should have a phone within a couple days, guys. I promise I'll be easier to reach. For those of you who have had the unfortunate luck of trying to get me on Facebook, it's not always the easiest thing because I avoid social media like the plague the last few months. But part of that is because I don't have a cell phone until a couple days from now. I'll get it back. So because I don't have a cell phone, I'm often not on social media. So it takes days to get me sometimes. That's why. But I'm getting a phone very soon. It's coming in the mail. All right. Biggie coming in. $25 from Ronnie, whose name I now know. Yay, go me. Thanks, Ronnie. Ronnie just wants to see if I know her name. She's testing me. Ronnie, I know your name. You're one of our favorites. How could we not know it? And we'll do a double treat for Toby from Ronnie as well. Everyone gets double treats. Why not? Why not? That's what I say. Why not double treats for the cutest dog ever? Yay, says Toby. Toby agrees. He approves of the double treat plan. Uno más? You got it. All right, guys. So Basford hadn't appeared distressed on the morning of his death. Probably hadn't talked to them yet, according to his family. He went to the dentist, had braces put on, fed his family's cows, and spent time with relatives. The threatening messages began around noon on March 30th, his family said. Hours later, he died. This came down to really a split second of madness in a young brain that couldn't process the finality of the decision he was making. So according to his mother, it was like 4 minutes of him freaking out, and then he killed himself. Let me tell you, like I said earlier, that could have been all of us, man. That could have been all of us. While I'm very lucky that I've never had those thoughts. You know, I don't understand psyches enough to know why some people have them, some don't. I'm going to tell you, there were times as a teen, especially, similar to this actually, where I felt like the world was absolutely collapsing down around me. And my life was like literally over. It was never going to be the same. And, you know, I got to tell you, that could have been any of us. I think we've all had those awful, awful times. We're going to end pretty soon, guys. We're down to like 7, 8 people. That never happened. We went up to 20, and now we're down to 7. So maybe people got things they're doing, or maybe I'm boring everybody. But it's been a good stream until now, but people are dropping off. So maybe something's going on. Somebody else streaming now? Everybody's leaving me? I don't know. But thank you to everyone who has supported during the stream and hung out with us. But pretty much everybody is gone now. We'll do one more story and then we'll finish up. Hopefully a couple people stay till then. Okay, we're back up to 8. So a Florida man's arrest amid an alleged attempt to kill his girlfriend is caught on police body camera. Aaron Thayer is seen in the police footage just after allegedly pointing a loaded gun at his girlfriend while chasing her on Saturday from her home in Flagler County. Whoa, this guy looks a little out of it. Look at this gentleman. How was my interview? It went good. It went good. I feel I might get the job. The only bad thing is, I talked about it earlier. You probably weren't here yet. If I get it, it's one of those jobs where they do like the background checks. They have to talk to your references. So it's a long process. You know, it's not like one of those jobs where you're in there the next day. So she said, best case scenario, I'll start the 26th. So that's 13 days from now, but it's more likely I'll start the 3rd. This little 4-hour training class thing you have to do. And they do it once a week. So it's a good deal, but, you know, 3 weeks till I start, and then I don't know if they pay weekly or bi-weekly, so 2-3 weeks till I get paid. So it's kind of still like, you know, 5-6 weeks away, but, you know, I'm trying to remain positive. That it's the light at the end of the tunnel. But there is a part of me that's like, oh, why can't I get something like today, you know? Because I'm going week to week here. So 5-6 weeks from now feels like an eternity away. But at least there is light at the end of the tunnel. I know, look at me go. No, I feel good about it. All right, so the capture of a Florida man who was allegedly chasing down his girlfriend and attempting to kill her over the weekend was caught on dramatic body camera footage released by police this week. Hey, calm down. You got like 500 treats today. The footage captures Aaron Thayer, 39, just after he allegedly pointed a loaded gun at his girlfriend while chasing her on Saturday at her home in Flagler County, just north of the Daytona Beach. Flagler County police officers who had been aware of Thayer's alleged threats against the woman are seen in the video quickly springing into action and then tasing the man after yelling at him to get on the ground. The Easter Bunny came early for the victim, Sheriff Rick Staley said in the press release, referring to the assistance of his deputies. What are you growling at? He's getting aggravated. He's going, I think it's his positioning, though. You okay? Or you got to pee? What is it? One or the other. He either has to pee or he's wants to move. This guy told the victim he was going to kill her, and less than 24 hours later, he had driven all night and was at her door to kill her. Wow. I am so thankful that my deputies were able to intercept this guy and use their training tactics and de-escalation techniques before he was able to hurt anyone. So this guy told her, I'm going to kill you. Drove all night, and he was there to kill her. Thank you, Carla. I didn't get it yet, but it looks really good. You know. You never can tell for sure, but she basically told me that we're starting the processes, so I'll know shortly. So I think I'm going to get it. He may be growling at you. Maybe sees the little fox. You're growling at that fox right there? I don't think you want to mess with a fox, Toby. Carns aren't the toughest dogs around, although you're pretty chubby. You can probably outweigh them. As his threatening text messages and calls allegedly continued, deputies said they had the victim answer to help them determine Thayer's location. On one call, Thayer asked his estranged girlfriend who was in the house with her and said he was on his way there to kill her. Around 3 p.m. on Saturday, the victim called 911 to report Thayer was at the house, armed with a tire iron and attempting to break in. Thank God she did that because he was there to kill her, it looks like. At least hurt her very badly. So the police did save her, and thank God. The woman fled her home, and when deputies arrived, she was being chased by Thayer. Their attempts to apprehend Thayer and take him into custody are seen in the footage. A loaded handgun was found in the waistband of his jeans, as was a knife. He brought a tire iron, knife, and a gun. So he wanted to like progressively beat her to death, sounds like, then shoot her to finish the job or something. This guy was not playing games. And I'm glad they got him to have fun in jail for many, many, many years, my friend. Many years. Hey, Salanum. Yeah, someone tells you they're going to kill you, then they show up at your door with the tire iron, knife, and gun. You better be scared. Call the dang police. All right, guys, that's it. We're going to finish up there. We're at about 45 minutes. I got a couple things I got to do with the dog. He hasn't went pee in a while, and he's getting restless over there. And we got a couple other things we have to do. So I will see you tonight at 9 p.m. Make sure to join us for our interview on the main Jason Ebert channel. We have a Quest for Justice interview. It's going to be a good one. All right. I promise you guys. A missing person, Quest for Justice, another interview like the ones you guys are familiar with will happen today. All right, guys. I love you. I will see you shortly. And I will see you all tonight at 9 p.m. Have a great night. And Toby says goodbye to everybody. At least everyone who's left. We lost a lot of people today, Toby. We've never had that happen. Making me feel kind of uncomfortable. Why did we lose everybody? I think we're boring. We're getting boring, Tobe. We got to think of something exciting. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That is weird. Hang on, guys. Why is that one blank? All right, never mind, guys. Sorry. I was going to say something about him, but I guess it's normal. All right, guys, have a great night. We'll see you tonight, 9 o'clock Eastern time. Take care.